you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It is Melissa. If you are new here, today I'm just hanging out in the bedroom. I was going to have a little bit of a mom chat with you guys. This is going to be a TMI, labor and delivery. This is not like my story. This is just things that happen during labor and delivery that no one tells you about. I have watched many videos on this. I have loads of mom friends here on YouTube, but I have never ever heard anyone talk about some of the things that I'm going to tell you about. Some of them, yes, of course, people have talked about as well, but some of them, they have not. This is not something that you know going into, the delivery room. Someone needs to tell you this stuff so that you will be prepared, okay? So I'm here to let you know some of these are TMI. They're a little nasty and gross. So if that bothers you, click on out of the video. Otherwise, I think I have 10 written down here on my phone. These are actual things that happen in the delivery room and things that you can expect. So if you are interested and you don't have a queasy stomach, please keep watching. So we are just going to go ahead and start this video off on a bang, and I'm just going to go ahead and go straight in and tell you that the first thing no one tells you, and I have never seen another video with this information in it. Okay, after you have your baby, you're laying there in your bed, feet still in the little stirrup things, you are not done delivering. Okay, you still have to deliver the placenta. I don't know why no one has talked about this. It's not a huge secret. I don't know if everyone's just so drugged up or like so enthused with their baby they're not even realizing. Now this is from a natural birth, of course. I've never had a C-section. These are for natural births. I have actually had 3 children. So after you deliver your baby, you still have to deliver your placenta. So you do still have to push like you are still having the baby, because that placenta has to come out. That has to get out. So you are not done pushing after your baby comes out. And I think that's a huge misconception. No one ever talks about that. No one ever says, oh, you're not done pushing after your baby's out. You still have to deliver your placenta, okay? So that is one thing you need to know. The second thing is go ahead and stock up on the longest pads that you can possibly find. I'm talking long, front to back long, super thick long. You're going to need those. I mean, they're almost like diapers, but you're going to need those, and you're going to need tons of them. And third is those big giant granny pantyhose underwear. You're going to have to wear those for at least a week, I would say. At least a week with those long pads, unless you're just super lucky and you don't have a lot of bleeding or something. Then maybe you can go to regular underwear with your regular pads, but those granny underwear, don't knock those, okay? Those are super comfortable when you just had a baby. Like, they're holding everything in. It's great. This right here is something I have never heard anyone else talk about on the internet, but I have talked about this with some of my mom friends, and they say, yes, they understand. They know exactly what I'm saying, so I'm not alone. But that is, after you have your baby, you're walking around like you stand up, you're walking around, you literally feel empty. You kind of literally feel like you can't hold your body up. Your baby has been sitting right here the whole time holding, the middle of you up. That after she or he is born, then, it kind of feels odd. It feels like, oh my God, like I can't hold myself up. Like there's nothing here to prop me up. There's just like an emptiness right here. I cannot be alone. I mean, I know I said there's other mom friends that I have that they have this too, but what about you guys? Let me know down in the comments. After you had your babies, did you just kind of feel like, can't hold myself up? There's like nothing right here to hold me up. Okay, y'all, this next thing is very unpleasant, okay? It's not going to kill you, but it's like one of the worst things, okay? I just think it's one of the worst things ever about having a baby. And that is, after you've had your baby, after you have delivered your placenta, the nurse literally comes up to you on your bed and pushes with almost all of her weight and pushes on your stomach starting at the top and rolls it down, because she's trying to clean you out. She's trying to get any extra yuckness that's in there out, because if you leave that in there, you are liable to get an infection. So it's very important that they get that out. But that hurts. Oh my God, that hurts so bad. When they come out there and they're just like, pushing all your insides out. Oh my God, that freaking hurts. So please be prepared. Please know that after all the happiness and the baby and the placenta is out, your nurse is going to come and practically sit on your stomach, and it freaking hurts. If you're like me and you choose not to breastfeed your children, that's neither here nor there. If you do choose to breastfeed, that is great. If you don't, that's okay too. If you just can't, that's okay as well. So let's not knock anybody here in the comments or anything, whether you breastfeed or not, because we're all different. We do what we want to do. We do what we can do. So I did not breastfeed any of my children. With that said, if you do not breastfeed, your boobs are going to swell. Your boobs are going to swell so huge, and they're going to be like hard as a rock. And it really, really does hurt. And there's like nothing you can do to relieve it unless you just try breastfeeding, in which case, if you stop again, it's going to hurt again. So it's going to take several days for that swelling to go down. I have heard if you put cabbage leaves over your breast, it will help. But oh my God, they're hard as rocks. You cannot touch them. They're so swollen. It literally feels like they're going to burst. Oh my God. And even if you don't breastfeed, they are still going to leak. So you're going to need to get you some of those little booty bra pads because you're going to have some leakage whether you breastfeed or not. Another thing, and I have heard people talk about this, and it's hemorrhoids. You can totally get like, oh my God, the gnarliest hemorrhoids from pushing out babies or from even just carrying heavy babies. My last daughter was 8 pounds and 6 ounces, which is a heavy baby for me because I'm only 100 pounds. So with that came some marvelous hemorrhoids, okay? And then once you're pushing, those hemorrhoids only get worse because you're pushing them out. And the truth of it is, once you have hemorrhoids, they can shrink down, but you always have them. And you can have flare-ups, and they're really, really, really terrible. Nobody wants a hemorrhoid flare-up. Ain't nobody got time to be sitting in no sitz bath with no brand new baby crying. Hemorrhoids, oh my God, they're the worst. Before you leave the hospital, the staff is going to encourage you and try to get you to poop before you leave. And the last thing you want to do after having a baby is sit on the toilet and push more because you're already in pain. You're already like, just like, Jesus, please just let me lay and, you know, like nothing else going on in this area, please. But they will give you medicine and you are expected to poop before you leave the hospital. And another obvious one is that there is going to be a lot of blood. Now, the first time that you stand up after having your baby, you can expect kind of a blood explosion. Like, it's just like the water floodgates have opened the first time you stand up. Obviously, gravity has taken its course. Everything's going down. So when you first stand up, you know, you can kind of expect a bit of a mess. For me, I had a lot of bleeding with the last one. I actually stood up to go to the bathroom and flooded the entire floor. Nurses had to come in and help me. It was just a whole situation. It's not pretty, but it is to be expected. And last but certainly not least on my list, these are in no particular order obviously, is that after you have had your baby, you are still going to have contractions for a little while. After everything is said and done, you are still going to have contractions because your uterus is contracting, trying to contract back to its original state and everything. So you will still have contractions. It's not like the ones that you have right before you have a baby, but they do still hurt. They're still uncomfortable and stuff like that. So just expect those as well. I hope that if you are pregnant, if you're going to be a new mom, this doesn't absolutely terrify you. This is just the truth of what happens in the delivery room. And some of these I've literally never heard anyone else talk about. And I thought, why are we not talking about this? This is what happens. And if you are a mom, then you know for sure. You're like, yes, these things do totally happen. And maybe they don't happen to everyone. Everyone does not get hemorrhoids. Everyone does not have a lot of bleeding after having a baby. So not everyone is going to be able to relate to this exactly, but overall, this is the experience that I have had and that some of my family and friends have had. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful. I hope they didn't scare you too bad. Congratulations to all of the expecting and new moms out there, and God bless all the ones that already have multiple children. Here we are during the summertime, and we're a little bit insane right now, right? Am I right? Just me? Okay. I hope that you guys will stick around for more videos. I upload 3 days a week. Please click the notification bell and the thumbs up so that my video can get shared more across the YouTube platform. Don't forget to subscribe if you are interested, and I will see you guys in my next video. I've been dreaming.